welcome back to Let's Talk All Things Internet. Today's post, we are going to talk about personal finance and how you can better manage your funds coming in and going out, and how not to live paycheck to paycheck and or go broke from working long hours and not being able to make ends meet. So let's start. A lot of people ask how to manage your personal finance. With that, here's some tips to managing your personal finance. You create a budget. With creating a budget, you got to make a list of all your income and expenses and make sure you are spending less than you earn. You set financial goals, you determine what you want to achieve financially, such as saving for a down payment on a house or paying off credit card or debt. You save money, you set aside a portion of your income each month for saving and make sure to have an emergency fund. You invest, for investing, you consider investing some of your money in stocks, bonds, or real estate, or, to help grow your wealth over time, and you minimize debt. You try to pay off high interest debt as quickly as possible and avoid taking on new debt if possible. You protect yourself. Make sure that you aren't have make sure that you have insurance to protect yourself and your asset in case of an accident or unpredictable event, or something that's unexpected that you didn't expect to happen. You keep track of your finance. You monitor your spending and keep track of your personal financial progress to stay on track towards your end goal. And you make sure you continuously educate yourself. Make sure to keep learning about personal finance and staying informed about new trends in the market. Remember that personal finance management is a continuous process and requires patience, discipline, and long-term perspective. It's not an overnight that you can get this concept. Personal finance is pretty much an ongoing avenue that you always take over and over. And the next question people might have, is how to create a budget. Creating a budget is sometimes could be simple, sometimes could be a daunting task, but it's still a simple process that can help you manage your money more effectively. Here are a few steps, that you could take, or not even steps, but like yeah, I guess you could say it's step that you could help to create a new budget. Step one, you could gather information. Make a list of all your income sources, including your salary, any investment income, or any other income. Also, you got to make sure that you're making a list of all your expenses, including fixed expenses like rent or mortgage payments, and variable expenses like groceries or entertainment. And you categorize all your expenses. So you make sure that you're grouping your expense into different categories such as housing, transportation, food, and entertainment. This will help you see where your money is going and identify areas where you may be able to cut back. You track your spending. Make sure that you keep track of your spending for at least a month. This will give you a good idea if you're of your typical spending and help you identify areas where you may be able to reduce your spending. So in that way, you know how much you're bringing in and how much is going out, as mentioned before, so you don't end up going broke by spending too much money. And you make a plan. You use information you gather and your spending habits to create a budget. Assign a set amount of money to each expense category and make sure you are spending less than you earn. Then just you review and adjust. Keep always reviewing your budget regularly and make adjustments as needed. If you find that you are overspending in a particular category, try to find a way to reduce expense in that area, and you stick to it. That way, if you stick to your budget as closely as possible, remember that your budget is a plan and it's important to stick to it, so that if you want to achieve your financial goals, it's the best way to get there by sticking to the plan and updating your budget. Keep updating your budget as your life goes on, and as your lifestyle changes and income changes, you update your budget. This will help you to stay on track and for all the expenses that are coming in and out of your account. And creating a budget can take some time off your effort, and it could be a daunting task if you don't know where to start, but it will help. It'll be worth it in the long run, and at the same time, it'll help manage your money more effectively. to reach your financial goals and reduce stress related to money. And some people also ask, yeah, how do I even set a financial goal? Yeah, well, setting financial goals can help you focus on what you want to achieve and provide a roadmap for achieving it. Here, again, I could probably give a little bit of basic steps on helping you set a financial goals. You could identify what you want to achieve. Think about what you want to accomplish financially, both in the short term and the long term. Some common goals include saving for a down payment on a house, paying off credit card debt, saving for retirement, or building an emergency fund. You know, you could listen to podcasts such as Dave Ramsey, um, who is really good with the snowball and snowball effect, where you could build, you pay off the highest amount of interest, so then that way when it snowballs, it pays off you're paying off the debt with the highest interest, and you'll have more money to pay off debt with less with less income. So make your goals specific. Being specific about your goals make them more achievable. Instead of saying I want to save more money, say I want to save 10,000 for a down payment on a house by the end of the year. Make your goals measurable. Having measurable goals allows you to track your progress and see how close you are to achieving them. Instead of saying I want to pay off my credit card debt, say I want to pay off 5,000 credit card debt in 12 months. Make your goal attainable. You got to make it attainable. If you don't make it attainable, it becomes a pipe dream and you get discouraged from saving. Make sure your goals are realistic and attainable. It's important to be realistic about what you can achieve and the resources you have to achieve it. Make your goals relevant. Make sure your goals are relevant and your current life situation can align with the values and priority. Set a deadline. You got to set a deadline to make sure that you give yourself a deadline for achieving your goals, so then you have a sense of urgency and motivation to work towards them. Create a plan. Break your goal down into a smaller, more manageable step and create a plan to achieve each step. This can help you for sure if you want to stay on track to make it easier to achieve your goals. You also got to keep reviewing and adjusting your goals. Review your goals regularly and make adjustment as needed. Life and circumstances change all the time. One day you might have money or windfall, and the next day you might just be broken down and out on your luck, not have nothing. So it's important to manage and be more flexible about how you adjust your goals as needed. And remember that setting a financial goal is a continuous process, and it is important to be patient, disciplined, and stay motivated in achieving them. And you don't want to make really, really unrealistic goals. Like I said before, it's better for you to make goals that can make you be more attainable and achievable. So that way, if it's like saving $5,000 for your credit card debt to pay off your credit card, is more achievable than I want to save money to pay off my credit card. You got to be more specific in your goals. If you're not specific, it won't work out. And that sums up today's post. So stay tuned for another discussion of Let's Talk All Things Internet, where we find random topics to discuss that will hopefully give you some knowledge on topics you want more information about, all while heading to work or home, on a drive, to the grocery store. Once again, thanks for joining. Please hit the like and subscribe button for more content from this channel, and thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.